Hi everyone, this is Omar, one of the registered migration agents at Pathway Education and Visa Services. In today's video, I will briefly go through one of Australia's most popular visas and onshore partner visa subclass 820/801. We receive plenty of inquiries in regards to these visa subclasses and especially in regards to the applicant sponsorship criteria. And I will try my best to provide an overview of its eligibility criteria from an applicant sponsor point of view. Now, usually subclass 820 and subclass 801 visas are lodged simultaneously. That means they are lodged in the same place and same manner. However, they are assessed and granted in two separate stages. The temporary partner visa subclass 820 is granted first, and it will let you live, work, study in Australia while the department processes your permanent partner visa, and which is after 24 months. And after 24 months, you may be eligible for a permanent partner visa subclass 801. Now, let's talk about the eligibility part. To be eligible for an onshore partner visa subclass 820/801, you must be the partner or spouse of an Australian citizen, Australian permanent resident, or eligible New Zealand citizen, and you must have a sponsor who is usually your partner at the time of lodging your partner visa application. Now let's talk about the sponsorship criteria for this subclass. There are actually some limitations on partner visa sponsorship that essentially prevents a person from sponsoring multiple partners if someone has sponsored an individual in the past for a partner visa. For example, if you as a sponsor sponsored someone for a partner visa in the past, you have to wait 5 years before you can sponsor another person, and the maximum number of people you can sponsor as a sponsor is 2 people in your lifetime. However, this can or may be waived for a sponsor if there are compelling circumstances affecting the sponsor who is an Australian citizen, again, a permanent resident or eligible New Zealand citizen. If you would like to know more about this, please get in touch with us, and we're more than happy to assess that if you are eligible to sponsor a partner in Australia. Now let's go back to the marriage or de facto relationship or the relationship aspects of this. So if you are married, your marriage must be valid under the Australian law. However, if you are in a de facto relationship and you are in that relationship for at least 12 months, you are also eligible for this visa. However, if you register your de facto relationship in an Australian state or territory, you may be exempt, you would be exempt from the 12-month requirement criteria to be eligible for this visa. On the other hand, there is a long-term relationship criteria where you and your partner is in a relationship for more than 3 years or have a child together for 2 years. There are likely chances that your permanent partner visa subclass 801 be granted immediately after the temporary partner visa subclass 820 visa. Now let's move on to the relationship aspects, like what department actually assesses to determine if your relationship with your sponsoring Australian spouse or partner is genuine and ongoing. And those are based on few factors. Let's take an example, or the first factor is definitely the financial factor. For example, you and your partner have a joint responsibility for financial liabilities. You share your financial liabilities together. Then the social aspects of the relationship comes into place, where a joint travel and plans for the future, etc., statement of parents, your friends about relationship, maybe joint participation in social and other activities. The third factor is household, which is a joint ownership, maybe a residential property or a joint residential lease agreement, joint utility accounts, for example, gas, electricity, telephone bills, and share responsibility for housework, like how your housework is distributed between each other. Another factor can be nature of your commitment to one another, like the duration of the relationship or the length of the parties have lived together, the degree of companionship or emotional support the parties draw from each other. That means where you and your partner, the sponsor and the partner, see the relationship as long-term and ongoing. Moreover, the processing of subclass 801, which is a permanent visa, will only commence after at least 2 years have passed since the last subclass 820 visa application date. And the applicant continues to be in the spouse or de facto partner relationship unless your relationship has ended and there are special circumstances exist. And again, when I say these special circumstances, if you really need help to know more about this, please feel free to contact us and we are more than happy to assist you. Now that's all for today. Now, if you or anyone of you would like to know more about this subclass, particularly like your eligibility, any visas that you currently hold might restrict to apply for this visa, or even other partner visas like prospective marriage visa, subclass 300 pathway to partner visa, or other offshore partner visa subclass 309, subclass 100, please be in touch with us. Thank you so much.